Test. Wrong button. There we go. Test. It's on. Here's the fully.
Good evening. I will call the city council meeting regularly scheduled for Monday, June the 16th, 2025 at approximately 7 p.m. to order. Let the records reflect that all council members, with the exception of Mr. Steenbeck, are present. Well, I take that Mr. Allgood will be late. So Mr. Allgood and Mr. Steenbeck are not with us right now. So I expect Mr. Allgood to be here shortly. Thank you. Our city administrator, Ms. Seth Duncan, is here. Our city clerk, Ms. Cindy Miller, and our city attorney, Mr. Evan Brantmall. I knew I'd get it wrong if I tried it. So thank you, sir. He's with us this evening. First item on our agenda after the welcome, which I just did. Anyone online, we appreciate you being online also. You're with us. Our invocation pledge of allegiance would normally be Mr. Steenbeck, but is not present, so I'd ask Mr. Matney if he would fill in.
Certainly, Mayor. I would invite anybody who would like to bow their heads in prayer with me. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here tonight. We ask that you put your will on our hearts, that you open our ears, and that we do what's pleasing in your sight to continue working to create a city that is a blessing to you and the people that we serve. These things we ask in your name. Amen. And I would invite anybody who would like to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Matney. Next item, proclamations and presentations. We have none this month. We have the minutes for our city council meeting of May 19th, 2025. It's been in your packet, I believe, since last Thursday. So has everybody had a chance to review those? Any corrections, adjustments, comments? If none, I'd ask for unanimous consent.
So moved.
So the minutes stand approved as submitted. Next item before us is public comment. Ms. Miller, did anyone sign up? No public comment. Sit back and relax and get comfortable. Now we'll have our report from our city administrator.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Just to let you know that Mr. Allgood has joined us online, so I can see him there, and that looks like one of the bearded ones. So I think we're good there. Okay. All right. So just a few items for everyone tonight. First of all, I'm excited to share that the city of Mauldin is now on Nextdoor. We're pleased to share that the city of I was expecting like an applause or something. I don't know why. Pause for effect, I guess. We've officially signed up on Nextdoor. We have a City of Mauldin page as part of our ongoing effort to strengthen communication engagement with the public. Communications manager Lauren Carter's created a page for the city under Nextdoor's public agencies platform, and she'll be using it to share important updates, community information, emergency alerts, things like that, to be able to communicate directly with residents. Because any Nextdoor member who lives within our jurisdiction is auto-subscribed to receive our posts, we already have more than 10,000 subscribers. So we think this will be an effective way to reach residents and connect with the community. Feel free to share this news with others. Encourage them to follow the city's page. That's nextdoor.com/pages/city-of-Mauldin. So excited about that. Next, some other good news. So a panel of independent reviewers have completed their examination of our popular annual financial report, or the PARFR, submitted to the Finance Officers Association, GFOA, and found that we have substantially met the requirements of the PARFR. The PAFR program. There we go. I knew I was saying that wrong. Sorry. This recognition is based upon the information presented, reader appeal, understandability, distribution, and other information included in our annual financial reports. This marks the city's second GFOA recognition of the year for superior financial reporting and excellence, and we're just one away from the Triple Crown. So working on the budget very soon. And last but not least, the City of Mauldin will host its second annual Juneteenth celebration on Saturday, June 21st from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Mauldin Cultural Center Outdoor Amphitheater. The free family-friendly event will feature an outdoor market, food trucks, beer and wine from Growler House, historical exhibits, children's activities, and live performances from local artists, as well as headliner the Night Affair Band. The event is intended to be an uplifting celebration of Black history and culture for all community members to enjoy. That's my report, sir.
Next item for us is reports from our standing committees, Economic Planning and Development. Mr. Madden.
Just a reminder to come out to the Cultural Center on Friday nights for Amped Up Fridays. We've had some great crowds so far and want to see it continue. And I thank all of the city departments who have helped to make that work, because it doesn't work without the entire team.
Sir. Public Safety, Ms. King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just like to say, I know our Police Academy for the girls has started. Seems to be up and running smoothly. This is the first year in a few years that we've been able to split the boys from the girls. They've been combined the last couple of years. So that's good news. And of course, it turns, 95 degrees this week. And the only other thing I'd like to add is I'm glad that someone else here has to spend their birthdays and other special days with their special friends in the city of Mauldin. Happy birthday, Chief Miller.
I believe there was 10 girls present today. So good turnouts. Great job. Public Works, Mr. Kraling.
Nothing to report.
Sir, Finance and Policy, Mr. Reynolds, the lone
Hey.
wolf over there.
No, the bearded ones. The bearded one over here. No, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have nothing to report.
Recreation via Zoom, Mr. Allgood.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Real quick, it's hard to believe that we're already starting fall registration for sports. So anybody who's interested in our fall sports, the registration has begun. Then also looking forward to perhaps next month recognizing some of our outstanding recreational teams, particularly in the field of baseball. So looking forward to that recognition next month. So thank you all very much. That's it.
Thank you, sir. Business Development Services, the chairman Steenback's not here today. I'd ask committee member Matney, any report? Yes?
No, sir.
There. Next item is unfinished business ordinances on second reading. Ms. Miller.
We have two ordinances for second reading tonight. The first is an ordinance to amend appropriations for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2024 and ending June 30th, 2025 for ordinary and other city purposes, to provide for a levy of taxes on all taxable property in the city of Mauldin for all city purposes, including sufficient tax for any principal and interest on outstanding indebtedness maturing in the fiscal year, to provide for the expenditure of said taxes and other revenues coming to the city during the fiscal year.
Thank you, ma'am. This is coming from our Finance Committee, Mr. Reynolds.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is housekeeping item. We do this every year as we get grants throughout the year that weren't accounted for within our budget of the year. This is grant revenue. This is Helene response expenditures and stuff like that. So this is normal business item. Just want to make a motion that we pass on second reading the amendment to appropriations for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2024 and ending June 30, 2025.
Mr. Reynolds, is there a second?
Second.
Ms. King. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, the motion carries unanimous 6-0. Next item, Ms. Miller.
The last ordinance for second reading is an ordinance to provide appropriations for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2025 and ending June 30th, 2026 for ordinary and other city purposes, to provide for a levy of taxes on all taxable property in the city of Mauldin for all city purposes, including sufficient tax for any principal and interest on outstanding indebtedness maturing in the fiscal year, to provide for the expenditure of said taxes and other revenues coming to the city during the fiscal year, and to set council compensation.
Also from Finance, Mr. Reynolds.
Thank you again, Mr. Mayor. Again, normal business here. This is the 2025-2026 budget ordinance. We've had workshops, public hearings, and other meetings on, on this budget. I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of what it'll do for the future of this city in both preparing it for growth and providing the exceptional services that this city already does. With that said, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt on second reading the FY 2025-2026 budget as proposed.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, the motion carries. Yeah. Okay, next item is new business ordinances on first reading. Ms. Miller.
We have two ordinances for first reading tonight, and the first is an ordinance establishing a sewer pump station fee for parcels of the Adams Glen, Riley Trace, Ameris, and Deer Ridge subdivisions, and reestablishing the pump station fee for Indigo Point, the Retreat, and parts of the Pine Forest subdivision.
Also coming out of finance, going 3-0, Mr. Reynolds.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is my most exciting time of the year. It all winds down after this. Yeah, this is, again, ordinary business pertaining to the budget. This was come up through committee. It's a normal setting an established rate for the sewer pump stations that the city maintains. I'd like to go ahead and make a motion that we approve on first reading the ordinance establishing the sewer pump station fees for the parcels Ms. Miller described.
There, second.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion to approve on first reading ordinance establishing our sewer pump station fees for the listed parcels, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Ms. Frank. Okay. That's it.
Aye. Yes, aye.
Got it. All right, thanks, sir. Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, the motion carries unanimously 6-0. Next item before us, Ms. Miller.
Last ordinance for first reading is an ordinance authorizing the conveyance of a perpetual and non-exclusive easement to Duke Energy for the East Butler Road project.
This comes out of Public Works, Mr. Crayland.
I'd like to make a motion to approve an ordinance to authorize the mayor to sign a utility easement with Duke Power or Duke Energy for the East Butler Road project.
And this is first reading on that one also. Okay, I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second for Mr. Reynolds. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion authorizing the conveyance of easements to Duke Energy, feel the ordinance. But on first reading, say aye.
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 Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, the motion carries unanimous 6-0. Next item before us, I believe, is coming from standing committee items, so that would be is there anything for you to introduce, Ms. Miller, or you want to go straight to Mr. Craven? No, you're fine. It's just, we can go straight to Mr. Craven.
Okay.
Declaration.
Right. I would like to make a motion to approve the authorization of a no parking zone on trash days for the, did I get this right? Lynbrook Court and Peconic Court cul-de-sacs.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Craven. I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second with Mr. Matney. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor, I have one quick question.
You're all good.
The question simply is this our first time ever having such a ruling for trash day on a street? Have we done it before?
I'm not aware, hey, Mr. Allgood, this is Mr. Duncan. Just, I'm not aware of any particular restriction for sanitation services. We have done restrictions on roadways for no parking due to large trucks parking and things like that. But this was kind of a last effort in order to avoid having to suspend services to these particular cul-de-sacs due to our inability to get a trash truck down into those cul-de-sacs due to excessive parking in the public right of way.
Thank you, Mr. Duncan. That's all I have.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes,
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr. Mayor.
Reynolds.
I stated my concerns with this in committee, just being careful not to blanket uh, policies like this. However, this is something to Mr. Duncan's point where we're looking at having to suspend services, which is we're in this gridlock on trying to figure out what to do. So moving forward, I understand this would be something Public Works would be looking at is how do we handle this moving forward? But for today, I can absolutely support us trying to do what we serve our citizens to do. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Just note on, Mr. Reynolds said, our understanding, this is the only two areas in the city we've had this problem with. So hopefully this is it. This will be the last.
I believe you also stated, I heard in the committee meeting that a lot of effort was put in not to reach this point, but there was no meeting of the minds to come to another resolution. That was all it was left with. So other than leaving their trash sitting there or bring it down to the end of the street, it's just couldn't do it. So I appreciate all the effort that Mr. Duncan and
Mr. Fleeman.
PW Director, Mr. Fleeman, put into trying to get it as an amicable solution, but it just left not much alternative here. Anything else? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion for the authorization to designate Linwood Court and the Peconic Court cul-de-sacs as no parking zones only on trash day, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, the motion carries unanimous 6-0. Next item before us would be coming out of Business Development Services. Mr. Steenbach is not here, so I defer to the committee member, Mr. Matney.
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the committee, I move that we reappoint Raj Reddy, Planning Commission Seat 2, Dan Chisholm, Planning Commission Seat 5, John Statham, Zoning Board of Appeals Seat 3, Jeremy Owens, Zoning Board of Appeals Seat 4, and Amy Goodwin, Zoning Board of Appeals Seat 5, to new 3-year terms.
Thank you, sir. I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second for Ms. King. She beat you on the button. All right, any discussion?
No, just
Yes, Mr. Reynolds.
another thankless job within the city. So I appreciate these members putting their names forth and being willing to serve the citizens this way. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. No one else? Okay, all those in favor of the motion to reappoint the members stated by Mr. Matney, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, the motion carries unanimous 6-0. And we are back to public comment. There was none signed up for the first session or the second session. So the next item is council concerns. Have any concerns? Hearing none, there is a call for an executive session for us to consider some property information, economic development. Mr. Matney?
Thank you, Mayor. Move we enter executive session to consider negotiations incident to propose sale or purchase of property within city center as allowed under 30-4-70A2.
Okay, I have a motion from Mr. Matney. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Reynolds. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion to enter into an executive session as stated, say aye.
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 Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, we will move upstairs to executive session. For all those in the audience tonight, we'll be up there for a period of time, not knowing when, then we will reconvene back here. So you're more than welcome to wait right here, and we'll be back as soon as we get all the information we need. Okay, thank you. 7:20. All right. Council is returning from the executive session at approximately 8:17 PM. Would someone like to report out?
Thank you, Mayor. Coming out of executive session, no decisions were made, no votes were taken.
Decision, no votes. All right, sir. Next item on the agenda is possible action on the items discussed in executive session. Any action? Mr. Matney.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that we authorize the mayor and or his designee to execute a purchase sale agreement in the amount of $450,000 from the annexation fund for property located within City Center Village Development Area and to provide $15,000 from the same fund for due diligence activities.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Matney. I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Reynolds. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor of the motion as presented by Mr. Matney, say aye.
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 Those opposed, oops, sorry, Frank, give you time. Got it.
Aye.
All right, those opposed, like sign. Hear none. All those in favor say aye. We already did that.
We did that.
Yeah.
We did that part.
I stuttered. I got out of sync there. All right, so the motion carries unanimous 6-0. Thank you. What I hear on the motion for adjournment?
Moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, like sign. Here none. We stand adjourned at 8:20.